Hello HBO Max fans, I'm Jeong. Welcome back to my channel. Beloved famous characters from the golden age, Tom and Jerry make their second debut on a live action film. Did they keep it original? Let's talk about it. Directed by Tim Story, who directed the 2007 Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, and 2019 Shaft, and starring Chloë Moretz, Jeong, Peña and Colin Jost. Based on the same name, Tom and Jerry by Hanna and Hanna-Barbera, it's a combination story of the 1945 Jerry Mouse Manhattan, Suffering Cats, and 1951 Casanova. Just bits and pieces added to the new plot of the story. This is the first theatrical release film starring the characters since 1992's Tom and Jerry the movie. A never-ending legendary rivalry emerges when Jerry Mouse moves into New York City's finest hotel on the eve of the wedding of the century. New Yorker Kayla cons her way into a hospitality job at a fancy Big Apple hotel. Kayla discovers that Jerry has taken up residence at the hotel, and so she hires his mortal enemy Tom to take care of the singular infestation before all eyes are on them. As mayhem ensues, the escalating cat and mouse battle soon threatens to destroy her career, the wedding, and possibly the hotel itself. But soon, even a larger problem arises as the rivalries may have to put their differences aside when they uncover a diabolical conspiracy involving a hotel staff member. As a Tom and Jerry fan, as you see, I'm rocking my t-shirt. I really enjoy the movie. It's funny. It was great seeing some of the characters such as Spike, Toodles Galore, and Droopy the dog. I wish Droopy had a bit more screen time. Tom and Jerry looked like the original characters, which was cool, but there was things that were missing from the movie. In the original cartoon, you would hear the orchestra classical sound of expression and chase in the scenes. I wanted more of Tom's famous yelps and screams to be more louder, and most of all, zero of the original music score that we hear before when the show starts. You know, da 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 da, ba 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 ba, da 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 ba 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 da ba. And as you see, guys, I'm rocking Toodles Galore's famous bow tie just for the theme for this review. The acting was really good. I enjoyed seeing Chloë Moretz's interaction with the characters. It can be very tricky doing a film with a live animation because eye contact is so essential to know that the characters are there, although they aren't really there. That's the key for this movie to truly come to life. Peña as the villain was hilarious. The funniest part was he got caught in that fight storm. And Jeong as pastry chef, he was funny, but I wish Chef Gordon Ramsay was also in this film working together with Jeong. That would have been really epic. Can you imagine Gordon Ramsay yelling at Tom and Jerry? That would have been crazy.
The duck's burned! You're cooking in a burnt pan! You're not bothered, are you?
Let's talk about the animation and special effects. The visual effects and stylized 3D CGI VFX with a vintage 2D finish were cool. The shadow, highlights, and tone matte definitely helped out, but it definitely needed a bit more work. I know that cartoon drawing is a thing of the past, and computer animation gets the job quicker, but it would have been cool for these characters to have a similar look of how Roger Rabbit movie was created, mainly by hand drawing. Jerry was fantastic and so adorable in this film, quite the designer of his home, and loves to tease Tom so much. There was a Batman movie reference of Tom being Batcat. That was truly lit when he went up in the sky and heading back to Earth. And the other cats were really funny with their broken accents. The voice actors were so much in character and they really did a good job. And Spike the dog was too much and hilarious. I loved him. And Toodles Galore was so vicious but so cute. But the story was mainly focused on Kayla and the other drama in the hotel and not so focused on Tom and Jerry. I wanted more of my favorite characters. What would have made it more interesting was a second villain Hanna-Barbera cartoon character working at the hotel with Terrence. That would have been really cool. The reason why Robert Zemeckis' Roger Rabbit was so successful because the story mainly focused on Roger Rabbit and not so much on the humans that were in the film. I know that when production companies buy film rights, they have complete control of the movie of how they want to create it. I wish they would at least kept it 50% original, and I wish they had Tom and Jerry at the ending of the credits instead. That is my opinion. However, I still had a good time watching this movie. It's mainly for the new generation, fun family film. Tim's story had interesting elements to add since it's in NYC, and I think he did a good job. And I like one quote what the hotel manager said. Resume is just a piece of paper. You have to give somebody a chance to find out what they can do. That is definitely true. What did you guys like or didn't like about the movie? Let me know in the comments below. I'm your host, Anika Chung, and I'll see you next time on my next movie or show review. Love yourself always, and remember, be excellent to each other. All right, guys, see you on the next one. Cheers!
You died for all of us. You betrayed me.
Fight!
I will catch